friends. Welcome back to another episode of Two Idiot Girls. Woohoo! Give them the thing.
Yes.
Someone said they were disappointed it wasn't in the last episode.
Well,
and it was.
Well,
and it was.
And
you didn't
know
listen
what?
all the way.
You know what? Jason bullied me out of doing it, so that's why I stopped.
No, we'll bring it back.
I was being held down. That's why I was being silenced.
Creatively stifled.
Was I silent or was I silenced?
Shut up. Anyways, if we look tired, we are really tired. It's been a couple of days, let me tell you.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple of days.
We were in New York last weekend. Fun.
Yeah, super fun. And now we're going to Nashville,
Tennessee. So if you're going to Bonnaroo this weekend,
make sure you hit us up.
make sure
you keep an eye out.
you might see us there.
But don't be weird.
I think we might be the only brown people going to this festival.
Let's
to be
hope.
honest.
Let's
So
hope.
it shouldn't be hard to find us. But anyways, so for this week's episode, we asked you guys to send in your dating hot takes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how many messages I got that said, "Girlie, what's a hot take?"
Okay, when I was doing interviews this weekend at GovBall for Tinder,
Yes.
I would ask people, first of all, why is everyone there 14?
What?
Who knows?
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, the fact that I text our favorite big sister, Teffy, and I had asked her, like, are you going to GovBall? Because she had gone last year like me. And she was like, no, because I'm always the oldest person there and I deserve peace. That's what she texted me.
Oh, we thought she was just being funny.
I thought she was just being funny too, but then fuck around and find out it's a high school dance. It's literally homecoming there.
Everyone's like drinking from the same tiny little shot of Fireball. It was awful.
Oh my God. That's why I said, like, you already know. You know they're underage drinking when they're sharing one tall boy between 9 kids. Like,
It was awful.
it's one Bud Light seltzer and they're all taking sips from it, which is gross.
Wait,
So-
performances we got to see. Finally got to see Jack Harlow in action.
I saw him at Billboard.
Okay.
Well, Jason got to see him for the first time. I'm just kidding.
But
I got to see a full set though.
Yeah, his first full set, not just one song.
Yeah, and it was good. He was very good.
He was very good. But there are some thoughts. Well, first of all, the stage he was at, the speakers were too low for whatever reason.
Yeah, the volume was remarkably
Who was
low.
on the? Was it Louis the Child? He was on the stage literally next to it. So I also think that that's kind of strange because at Coachella they don't have a lot of stages next to each other.
Yeah, well, I guess it all depends because it's supposed to, like, the sets are supposed to be staggered. So, like, when one's finishing, the other one's starting kind of thing.
And everyone gets an hour, which I thought was so interesting because at Coachella, like, all the smaller guys get, like, between 35 to 40-ish minutes.
Yeah.
And if they start late, they have to end on time. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So
literally.
if you start, we saw Billie Eilish at Coachella the first time she went.
Mm-hmm.
Her set was probably, like, 45-ish minutes. She came on 30 minutes late. We got to see her do
full 40 or like not even like
15-ish.
10-15 minutes.
Yeah, if that.
But like
Whereas
here they just don't care.
You start late, and you still get an hour.
Time's a fucking construct.
Yeah, so he came on, I want to say he came on like 30 minutes late.
Yeah,
So-
easily. But he was really good. We saw YG, who was also
He
really
was
good.
really good.
We got to see Benny.
We did get to
And
see
she was
Benny.
so
She was
good.
so good.
We saw Black Pumas. They were
They
really
were
good.
really good. And then we got to see Biba Doobie for like 15
Yeah.
seconds. Drew
I
wasn't
s-
watching that. She was working.
I was working.
But
I was a
she
working
was like
girl.
facing like working, and I was like going.
Yeah, and I saw a little bit of Ash Nico, which was really fucking cool.
Oh, is she good?
Yeah, she's so good. I really like Ash Nico. She's
Oh,
fucking
and then
cool.
we saw probably the best set of the whole weekend was Shaquille O'Neal's DJ set.
Oh, Diesel.
He was so good.
Diesel. He was really, he was so fun. So
No, I was telling mommy, and she said that her and Donovan watched a documentary about him, and he was saying that he wants to be seriously taken as
as a DJ.
As a DJ.
I think that's really sweet.
And I was like, and how ironic that we ended up seeing him.
that reminds me of like my dad. Like,
Which she
it's like-
said
it's
he
like
wants
goals-
to be a DJ so bad to Daddy, and he literally went, yeah.
what the fuck, dude? Then I look and Diesel is literally my dad in disguise.
Literally. Such dad things.
That's what a dad vibe. But it's also one of those things that also lends itself towards physicality is on almost always pushed towards like sports or something where you could like make a living off sports, which obviously he's a great basketball player. He was a great basketball player and he's a ledge for his own reasons, but now he's in a position where he can pursue all of his actual
Like creative dreams. Yeah,
creative dreams, so he could do anything he wants. I think that's fucking awesome. I think that's so cool to pursue new careers like that. And why wouldn't you? You have the time,
he's like in
resources,
his 50s. Who
money.
cares? Yeah.
Oh my god, and he's really fucking good.
Yeah,
like
he
was
was
actually
really
really
good.
good, and he's really fun, and he's a great performer.
We
so.
did not see Still Woozy, but we are
Once again.
That's our second time seeing at a festival that he's at. We missed him.
And Billy it might kill me in my sleep. If
So we're trying to see him at Bonnaroo.
That's our last chance to see him.
I know.
We're gonna for sure see him. Billy's like, if I have to leave you alone, I'm gonna do it. Like, because Billy's been chasing him for the last like 3 months. We've been trying to see him, and we always miss him. Poor thing. It's become a running joke. Like, our team at this weekend was like making so many jokes about it because Billy's like, it's like unrequited love. He keeps missing him, like the movie Serendipity.
Yeah.
They just keep missing each other.
And then I can't think of, well, you saw a couple creators this weekend, but I ran into Eric, aka Rico Taquito, in line for the bathroom.
Yes.
And he was such a sweetheart. I was so excited to meet him.
He was so fucking sweet.
And then who else did you meet?
I met Selena. She was so wonderful. She was really big on TikTok for a while. She was like real big. She's so fucking funny. And she would make really funny audios, like viral audios.
Was she the one that had the headphones on her neck?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So I met Selena in real life, and then she was incredible. I invited her on my show too. And then I met
Rico Taquito. We invited Eric.
Yeah, I
too.
met Eric. Yeah, I got to talk to him about that too. Who else did I see?
That was it.
Yeah, I didn't see many creators.
No, it's crazy because we were in town at the same time as so many different people. So there's no reason why we shouldn't.
I know I just barely missed a lot of them.
Yeah.
But I was like also a skeleton, so I was like, I know I missed Sedona and Riley. I'm so sorry. I literally have to message Sedona back, but like,
I consider that to be a hate crime
during the month of June.
As a fellow lesbian,
I'm so sorry,
it's a hate crime.
Sedona and Riley. If you don't come to LA soon,
please,
I swear to God, I'm gonna go up to the
us.
PNW and kidnap both of you. But yeah, like I didn't get to see them. I didn't get to see Hillary or Erica.
Anyways,
that was a good time, right? Yeah, I think that I'm pretty sure that was it. But it was a good time. We had a good time.
Yeah. So. No, and then you're gonna meet a lot of cuties, which was really fun.
Yeah, I got to meet lots of you, which was by far the best part.
Yeah.
Because everyone's always so sweet and kind and understanding and just like the sweetest, funniest people. You guys are the funniest people in the entire world. It's honestly disrespectful to me. But yeah, it was a good time. So now we're going to run it back in Bonnaroo. And I am
Tennessee.
I'm holding on by a thread when it comes to my physical well-being.
I'm not even working when we go to these, and I'm also feeling like that too.
It's hard. It's taxing to like go and stand in the fucking sun all day, and
it's supposed to be hot AF this weekend.
I know, looking forward to it, but it's gonna be so fun. And then the next week we're gonna be at VidCon, so Anaheim's much less of a commitment for me.
I can't wait. That's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast. So
yeah, so if you're going to VidCon,
yeah, make sure you come meet me.
Yeah,
or see me.
Yeah,
at the panels or whatever.
And I'll be in the audience going like this.
So yeah, anyways, so now basically what I was gonna say was when I was interviewing people at GovBall and they asked me I would ask, what's your hot take when it comes to dating online. They literally would I
feel like I heard a lot of people say, what is that?
No, they would just assume what they knew what it was, and they would just give like they would say, just be yourself. And I was like, that's not a hot take. No, I think they were taking it as advice, but like... Yeah,
like I saw one on here, which is true because I'm currently trying to date.
Yeah.
Find my festival bae, if you will.
Yeah, hot take is an unpopular opinion or something that's not talked about a lot.
Yeah, so like when I saw that the dating apps do nothing but make you feel bad about yourself.
Oh, that is a hot take.
And it's true.
Yeah, it's a real like... one extreme or the other. Yeah, you either get like your ego stroked times 1 million or you feel like the ugliest person in the world.
But you experience both. At least that's what I've been experiencing. So when I was on different apps, like on like Bumble and Hinge, I feel ugly.
Yeah.
And then on Her, I feel hot, but I also feel ugly.
It just depends.
So now I do no apps.
It's real specific.
You know what? I might try Tinder though, because I've seen so many lesbians actually meet
on Tinder.
So I might try that one.
Only
because I love our Tinder friends.
I low-key want to apply to Raya just to see if I get in.
See, I also do too, but I don't want to get denied. Have you seen that girl on TikTok who talks about who's denied her on Raya?
No.
And she shows all the men. It's so funny. I have to ask Billy this, but this girl came up to us and was telling us at GovBall, she was so excited to see you. And she was saying, yeah, like last year we saw like, she was telling me this. She's like, so-and-so from Bachelor in Paradise. And I was like, I don't watch that show.
Me either.
And she's like, well, we couldn't tell if it was him. And then when I went home, I looked and it was him, like on Instagram. And I told her, if you think it's who you think it is, it always is.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10.
And so,
yeah. Especially like someone like me, I'm pretty unmistakably me. Like they're like I cannot be confused for anyone else.
Yeah.
If I was like a small white person, then like I would understand.
Yeah.
Like maybe being like, I don't know, like
Yeah,
I don't want to push.
yeah.
There's just no mistaking me for literally anybody else.
Nope, that's her.
Yeah. And then if it wasn't enough confirmation, Billy is the ultimate seal of approval.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's get into these hot takes.
Okay, so we asked y'all to send in your dating hot takes. Some of these are not hot takes. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Just a fair warning.
Friends, I'm not gonna lie to you. This one says right here, I personally think talking about your political beliefs on a first date is super important.
That's sort of a hot take.
No,
yeah.
I'm not saying it's not. I agree. Yeah.
No, I agree. Get it out of the way. When people are like, I don't want to talk about, no, get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Do you support Black Lives Matter? No? Okay, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Like, if anything, put it in your fucking bio so you don't even waste time going out.
Well, I'm on lesbian versions of these apps, so yeah, they usually do.
That's what I'm saying.
They put like BLM and like ACAB and things like that. So
stuff like that is important to get out of the way immediately because why are you going to waste your time and figure out like he's a big racist? Like, not only that, but like I don't think racist people are nearly as undercover as they think they are. You know what I'm saying? Like when people are like, oh, like it's not, you don't have to guess. Like you hang out with someone.
Yeah, they reveal it pretty quickly.
Yeah, like even if they don't outright say like I think all black people are thieves. Like even if they don't outright say,
they always say something a little.
They'll
sus.
say something off immediately. No, like they'll say some shit like, well, I don't really like to talk politics.
Yeah,
nope, immediately no.
Yeah.
Well, I would say I'm more financially conservative. Yeah. Immediately no.
I think both sides are bad.
Yeah, I think there's bad on both sides. Immediately no. Yeah. Like get the fuck out of here. Like there's so many little things that they'll say when they're like, well, what about others? Like if you bring up Black Lives Matter, they'll be like, well, I think everyone has struggled at some point.
No.
Immediately no. Like that's not what we're talking about. So like, or if they describe like being homosexual as a lifestyle, immediately no. Like a choice. Well, I support their choice to be that way.
Yeah.
Nope. Right.
Love the sinner, hate the sin. Fuck out of here.
That's like shit like that is like weeded out immediately. That's bare minimum shit. Like I'm like, you don't see other marginalized people as humans? Get the fuck out of here. Like, okay, well then no, we're not getting pizza together. Like that's what I'm saying. Shit like that, if they idolize people like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be an outright person like Trump. Like obviously if they're a big Trumpy, like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But it's little people like that. If they're a big Joe Rogan fan, get out of here. If they're a big fan of Wolf of Wall Street, get out of here. The movie, get out of here.
Yeah.
Even if they really, really like Leonardo DiCaprio, get out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's just nothing good comes out of that.
No.
The Joker, get out of here. Like,
you see they're making a sequel?
God help us. God help us all, honestly.
It's just what the world needed.
I support that hot take.
I agree.
I think you get that out of the way during the talking stage.
Yeah, you don't even meet
go
up
on a
in
date.
public. Yeah.
Don't even go on a fucking date.
Yeah.
No way. That's someone that would call you like call you a bitch or a whore if you don't want to like pay the bill or something. You know what I mean?
Or go pick him up.
Yeah, if you don't want to pick him up. He's like, I said that as a test. I'm all a testament to you not having a fucking car. Yeah, got it. So, I mean, I agree with that hot take. That's a good one. Too.
Okay, I think this one's from my friend. I just can't tell if this is her Instagram handle. She put, dating for 5 years or longer, leave him already. A ring is not on the way, sis. LMFAO.
I disagree.
No, okay. So this one is interesting because I think her and I both started dating someone at the same time.
Okay.
I think she went to college with me.
Okay.
When you started, we were dating at 19. So
yeah,
that's different. So 5 years after 19, to me, I'm 24. I would have been ready to get married. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you dating Billy at what, 21?
21, 22.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Like,
well, I disagree with that hot take because first of all, not everybody wants to get married.
Yeah.
Second of all, sometimes marriage timelines are solely because you want to have kids and not everybody wants kids. So these are all things to keep in mind.
Well, there's a bunch of different circumstances that come into play.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's specific to the person. Like I'll tell y'all about my situation. Like this year's going to be me and Billy are going to be dating for 5 years. We have no intention of getting engaged anytime soon. And I'll tell you why. I want to buy a bunch of other big milestone things before I get married. Marriage marriage is like an outdated concept for a lot of reasons. Like some people, like, have you seen that, like this new rise of how people don't get married the conventional way? Like they'll spend a lot of money on a party and just elope or something like that.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I would want to do.
Yeah, they do it it's very modernized now. Yeah. It's not like,
because then I don't have to invite people I hate.
There you go. I'm gonna have a big wedding, and I still am not gonna invite people I hate.
She doesn't hate as many people as I do, so
that's not true. They're just like, I'm still gonna have the big wedding, and you're gonna see that I didn't invite you. Like that's my thing. Yeah. But like, I mostly am gonna have a big wedding because we have a very large family, but it's gonna be very specific about who comes to my wedding and Dayson's wedding. Yeah. But like, I want to get married. I want to have the whole thing. But there's a lot of parts of the ceremony we've already talked about not doing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that garter shit. Like when they go with the dress, I'm not doing anything like that. I'm not doing the washing the feet thing. Like, I mean, that's not very common for, like, that's only like really, really religious couples. But still, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not doing vows in front of other people. I want to do private vows, and I'm like, I'm not gonna read that shit in front of just me. The ick I feel.
Jesse James, when you looked at me, that one girl.
Yeah, the absolute visceral ick I feel, like exposing my feelings for him in front of my parents, like makes me want to die. So like, I just like, I'm not doing that either. Like, there's just a lot of parts that I'm editing out. But I also have a lot of really big ticket items I want to do first before I get married. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of things I want to establish and have established before I get married, like monetarily, right? So that's why we're not in any rush. We know we're going to get married. So I think that sometimes that idea is rooted in misogyny, because men like to put this like ticking time bomb on women. If you don't get married in this, like if he doesn't marry you in 5 years, he's never going to. That's misogyny. You know what I mean? That's an outdated concept, because you're not even factoring her what she wants.
Yeah, I think too, like, as someone who was in a relationship for a really long time, we talked about how like people will reveal whether or not they're racist the first time you hang out with them. I feel like the first time you start dating someone, if marriage is something that's really important to you, like it is to me. Yeah, I mean, it is to me, but like even now, like I'm like, at this point I don't care. Yeah. Which is good, because then I will get married one day. I feel like if you see that at the beginning, like it shouldn't take you 5 years to know whether or not you're going to get married. Exactly. So, which is something I wish I had told little 19-year-old Dayson. Like, yeah, if it already seems off right now in 3 years, I think you deserve to be with someone who wants to get married and wants to have children.
No, you're super right. And in fact, I'm going to edit my answer. That's true if you know you want to get married and they have either been vague about whether or not they want to get married, or expressly said they haven't. Like, that's fucking true. Don't waste your time.
If they do something worse, such as that they say they want to
and then change their
mind.
Or they say it under duress for whatever reason. Like, they're like, I mean, giving ultimatums never works out in the end. But also, it's like it's just, like, if you know, you know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he just like, he has told me before he never wanted to get married prior to dating me. And then he told me he wanted to marry me immediately. So like, that's how you know. That's how you know. And I thought too, I used to think when I was like, I'm probably going to die alone because men are the worst. I used to think too, I'm like, I'm never going to get married. Like, even if I do find someone, I don't want to get married. Like, ew. Like, I was just thinking about like being nice to a man and living with them. And
I know. That's why I can't imagine myself doing that. So I'm pretty sure I'm a lesbian, guys. The more time goes on.
Dayson's a lesbian that likes Hassan Piker. That's it.
That's the only one.
Yeah. So whatever.
Whatever like, that. What does that mean? Yeah.
Dayson has like 2 or 3 men max that she would be willing to not be like. Yeah. To not settle down with a woman for. But see, I feel
like that's why like I have to meet him, and then once I meet him, then I'll be like, I knew it.
Then you'll know for sure. Yeah. That's why I told her that. I'm like, then you'll know for sure. Like, because once you meet him, and if the ick is too strong, then you know. Then you have your confirmation right there.
Like, okay, I wish I put it on my Instagram. I forgot. Yeah. But when we went to the festival and stuff on Friday, and I was drinking obviously when we were
at Gov Ball.
Yeah. Okay. And then we went home, and I text you or I messaged you, is this guy cringy? And it was an Instagram video of Simu Liu. And you just said yes.
Let me elaborate. It's no longer AAPI month, so no one... Listen, buddy, I got your book, okay? I'm excited to read it. Simu Liu, if you ever watch this. However, it's always cringy to me when men celebrate sports.
Okay.
I don't care what you look like. Like, you going, let's go, makes me want to die. So, like, those are just facts. It is what it is. Doesn't matter the face that's saying it. Like, it's not, and like, I'll make this joke and people will be like, so you just don't care if men are happy? I like would say,
no,
like,
I don't.
like, I'm saying you guys like celebrating makes me want to die.
I celebrate men's sadness.
No, it's just the overzealous performance.
Do it again.
Let's go with that type of shit. The overzealous performance of it all.
Do you think this? Oh, never mind.
The pageantry of it is what makes me want to literally run in front of a moving train. Like,
does that apply to all genders or just men?
Just men.
So
it's
like
only men.
So if like a masked lesbian's like
when I watched Sedona do highlights, like her highlight reels from college basketball, and she's like killing it, and she's celebrating, I'm like, period, bitch. I'm like, you look awesome.
She's playing.
Yeah, I watched.
So like if you watch like a fan, like a masked lesbian's like cheering Sedona on like that.
They don't do that. That's what I'm saying. They don't do that. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys don't do that. Like, you're literally just like, you're cheering. If they're on the team, they're like, yeah. You don't see them in the audience being like, taking off their shirts and being like, yeah. You don't see them fucking doing that shit. Women don't do that. So that's why I'm saying, like, they don't do that fucking bullshit. Nobody does that but straight men.
Did you watch Sirius's new video?
With his brother.
So, too many footballs. I hate that.
He's like, 2? And he goes, yeah. He goes, no. We're good with just one. I get that one. I love them so much. So, women don't do that shit. So that's why I don't need to wonder if that would ick me out, because I already know for a fucking fact women don't do that. And I know that because I worked in sports for a very long time. Women celebrate normally.
Wait, okay, it's like a segue. So I was thinking of like your football team. So you went to University of Hawaii. I went to University of Oregon.
Yeah.
The University of Oregon football team, I think they're still really good. I haven't been keeping up. Not gonna lie, they used to be really good.
Yeah. They're not where they were, but they're
not
good.
awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the men that go to those games is insane to me. The way they act, they're like, if Chip Kelly would just switch up the team. You don't know anything.
The ick, bro. The absolute ick of watching someone backseat drive a college, like a Pac-12 college football game from the nosebleeds. Goodbye.
Like, so we had like a bunch of hand gestures. I can't remember all of them, but one used to be like this, and this meant like this was their sign to coaches to tell them like, what the fuck are you doing?
Goodbye, dude. That makes me want to die. Oh my God, is that true?
Yes. If you went to University of Oregon and you went into football games, they did that. I may be doing it wrong. I feel like it was like this. It was something like that.
Do you think Chip Kelly would look and be like, oh my God, they're
like,
upset.
They're mad at me.
Guys, huddle, timeout. Actually, let's use a timeout.
Get so-and-so from the student section up there to come down here.
The fans are upset. Bring them down here.
Get Brad from Alpha Sigma Omega
dude,
down here now.
Oh my God. You know what's so funny is that like they're like, they get it. They totally understand. And Chip Kelly's like, why the fuck do they keep doing that?
No,
like, I guarantee
he doesn't even look.
Dude, Marcus Mariota was like, I don't know. They're doing something like... Bro, that makes me want to die, dude. Oh my God.
Wait, you know who I want you to have on your podcast? I want you to have the duck on your podcast so bad. I'm manifesting for him. The whole time? He talks with his hands.
I'd be carrying that show so hard. My back would ache.
So funny. Do men at your school? So that's what I was gonna ask you. Did men at your school do that for like your basketball team was relatively good, right?
Not really. It's like they were good-ish.
Did the men act like that at your football games, or are they just there to get drunk? And
no, they're just there to get drunk because my football team sucked ass in college. Okay. Like when I was in school, like they were not those girls, and it's not a secret, so I don't care about saying that. Literally everyone went to just have a good time, like to get fucked up and watch football, and that's it.
Yeah.
The women's teams at my school were way better than the men's
volleyball.
teams. Like women's volleyball, they were fucking A1 every year. Mm-hmm. They did well. And their games were fucking packed. Like they were so packed.
So cool.
Yeah, it was full fucking house, and like families would come because Hawaii doesn't have a professional team. So like they lean into college and high school sports a lot because they don't have like an NFL team or anything like that. Okay. So the women's volleyball team has so much support in Hawaii. Like they celebrate the fuck out of them, which is so cool.
Yeah.
So like their games, there was packed house, everyone celebrating, having a good time. Yeah. Was anyone signaling the coach? I don't think so. I'm gonna go ahead with no, but like
what race do you think those men are?
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Those are the yish. Those are the only ones that are there. Those are the only ones that feel important enough.
Their foreheads just sunburn from the sun hitting it.
In the back of their
again.
neck is like beet red. Torched. Absolutely torched.
Okay.
All right, we're going to take a quick break to talk about one of our sponsors, Cerebral. So Cerebral is an online mental health service that offers prescription medication, counseling, and therapy for anxiety, depression, ADHD, insomnia, and so much more. As someone who works in the creative space for a living, I can confidently tell you that focusing on your mental health is wildly important, no matter what you do for a living, but most especially if you consume social media all the time, every day. So make sure that you focus on your mental health. It's super important, and you can utilize something like Cerebral to help aid you in your mental health journey. Cerebral is one of the few services that provides prescription medication online through a licensed provider and ships medication straight to your door. You can totally skip the pharmacy lines in that case. And with the Cerebral mobile app, it's like having your own personal care team wherever you are. You can message your care team and access self-care resources wherever, whenever you need. And for the listeners of this program, you can receive 65% off your first month of medication management and care counseling at cerebral.com/2idiotgirls. You can go to cerebral.com/2idiotgirls for 65% off your first month. That's just a total of $30 to get started. So join Cerebral today on their mission to make quality mental health care accessible and affordable for all. Now back to the show.
Okay, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, this next one is I'm a lesbian and I hate when girls play with my feelings to try it out because I get attached way too easily.
I don't know if that's a hot take, but
I think I feel bad for you. I'm sorry.
Did you write that one?
It's from someone named Jason. It's from the two.
It's from Jason Date.
Stupid.
I mean,
I was trying to explain this to my brother in the car because I've seen people talk about it on TikTok and I can't agree any more than like I totally agree.
Yeah.
In the sense that like I've never talked to a man before in this sense. Like
like in a talking stage.
Yeah, maybe in high school, but like that doesn't count.
No, yeah.
So I've only talked to girls, and so with girls, like they want to become your friend first before they pursue things further. Yeah. Whereas what I would assume when you're in the talking stage with a man, that they like. It's like 2-3 messages. How are you? Good. Are you okay? Cool. What do you do for them? Yeah, me too. I do this. Hey, do you want to go on a date? And it goes like that. Whereas with lesbians, it's like I'm talking to the same person for like however long, and then I'm like, oh, do you want to go on a date or whatever?
It really just depends.
And not even a date. I never call it that. I go, do you want to hang out? Because I don't know if people get weird about stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been out the game for a while, but like as far as I can say or speak to with men specifically, it really depends, because sometimes they want to go backwards. They want to hook up first, and then if they don't fucking hate you, they'll like be like, hey, you want to hang out?
And then they take you to Applebee's.
Yeah,
or some shit.
yeah, something fucking cheap. But like sometimes they'll talk to you for a really long time and nothing will ever go anywhere. Yeah, like it'll never move forward.
And I feel like that's the case with most. I would assume most lesbian relationships as well.
Yeah, it's real. There's no like pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's kind of just endless talking, which is frustrating in the sense that like for me, like I'm not someone who makes those moves, so if you never do it, I'm never gonna do it. So like we're never gonna hang out.
Everyone I talk to, they don't, so I have to do it.
Yeah, I just don't. That's why
I know I want someone to do it for me, so I don't have to.
I feel you. That's why I said you gotta find the right one. You gotta keep going, because that's what happened with me and Billy. Like we joke about it all the time, but like if Billy didn't like, if it wasn't for him, we never would have started dating, because like I was very like, okay, whatever. Like I was never going to ask him out. I was never going to tell him to hang out. They literally told me it's your turn to ask him. I'm like, why? After we hung out like 3 times in a row. And one time I lied to him because I didn't want to hang out, but it was only because it felt too intimate. I was like, I think we need to like spend a few more times outside.
And intimate is going to our brother's football practice with her.
Meeting my brother. Yeah. That was like the biggest thing for me, because Donovan is a special person.
Yeah. He's our little baby.
He's our little baby. So I was like, I don't want you to meet him just yet, because I don't know if I like this. So I lied to him, and he was like, he knew I lied about like not wanting him to come and stuff. But then he ended up hanging out with him, and he was really great with him, and that was like one of my final tests.
Yeah. I was gonna say, back to the original hot take. I would never. I don't know if I would never. I don't think I would fuck with girls who say that they want to try it out. If I
yeah, no,
that's my advice for your hot take, which is technically you wanted advice. So
yeah, no, don't. Yeah, to be so open like that.
Yeah.
Especially if you know yourself enough to know you get attached really easily,
Yeah,
or you develop feelings. Yeah, or you develop feelings really easily.
Yeah.
I would say to protect your own space,
Yeah.
and your own mental well-being, your own heart, and don't fall for shit like that. Like, it just never works out. Even if you really like that person, like you're gonna end up hurting your own feelings because they were honest. So in that sense, they're not lying to you, but at the same time,
it still hurts.
It still hurts you because you really, really like them or start to develop feelings for them. So
yeah,
I wouldn't fuck with that either, to be honest.
Okay, so this next one, it says, if their relationship with the women in their family is bad, it's a huge red flag.
Ooh.
Period.
That's a hot take. Yes, but also sometimes moms can be terrible, or sisters. Sometimes they can be manipulative and terrible.
Yeah, kind of mean.
That's very rare, though, I will say. I believe, well, I don't want to say it's rare, but like it's possible for it to be rare.
Yeah.
So
maybe you explore it a little bit more.
I would say, instead of saying their relationships, because technically that's none of your business. However,
is it their view?
Yeah, it's how they talk about the women in their family.
There you go.
Like, I would edit it that a little, because you don't know what people's relationships are like or why they're that way.
Sure.
Because it's very possible to like have a poor relationship with the women in your family because they're not good people for whatever reason. You know what I mean? Like, that's very possible to happen, man or woman, right? But the way they talk about them to you is what you should keep an eye on, because if they're like, my mom's a fucking bitch, like, even people who genuinely hate their parents, if they're talking to someone new, like they're dating,
that's not how they describe.
They'll literally just be like, I don't really have a great relationship with them. Like, they'll be very like vague and coy about it. They won't be like, yeah, she's a fucking cunt. Like, they're never gonna say things like that, because it's disrespectful in a sense that,
if they're a good man.
Yeah, and it's also wildly inappropriate to like say that to someone you hardly know. Like, oh, my mom, she's a bitch. Like, that's or my sister, she's
so fucking annoying.
Yeah, I hate her. I hate my sister. Like, especially someone you barely know too. Like, I don't know. That's what I would say.
Yeah, because if I think of like our little brother, who has basically three mommies, so he has us two and our mom. Yeah, I think the way he talks about us to his friends or whoever is a huge testament to how he views women. Yeah, exactly. So, that's what I'm saying. It's how he views them and how he talks about them is indicative of how he sees women as a whole. Like, if we annoy him, I don't think he would tell his friends, my sister's such a bitch. Like, I think he would just be like, my sisters are so annoying sometimes. Like a brother would. Or he just wouldn't say anything. Yeah. Like, unless asked, unless provoked. And even then, you still keep the cards close to the chest, because it's no one's business, first of all. Yeah. And second of all, like, be a fucking adult. Like, if I, like, let's say, for example, I fucking hated, like, let's say I hated my mom, right? When I first started dating Billy, if he was like, oh, what does your mom do for a living? I wouldn't be like, I don't know, because I hate her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's a bitch. I would literally be like, oh, she does this, and it'd keep it like that. It'd be very, like, superficial, very short. Yeah. That's it. Very curt. That's it. So, I mean, that's what I would say. I would say just temp gauge how he talks about them. About women in his family and also his exes. That too. Yeah. Keep an eye on how he describes them to you. Yeah. And she could be a she. Yeah. Either or. I'm just always talking shit on men. Yeah. So. Maybe we just they're the ones I just never trust. So that's why I'm only focusing on them. So like no, I agree. Yeah. Okay. This next one says, short kings are better than long lanky dudes. I won't be taking any comments. I mean, what do you mean by long lanky? Do you mean like Pete Davidson build, or do you just mean tall? Why is he the first one we always think of? Because he is long and lanky. Also, the picture. Listen, this is off topic, but the picture that Kim posted and the dogs are out. Bro, yeah, we'll put it right here. Crop it, dog. Like, why are your toes out, dog? I'm not gonna show my dogs, but his feet were like this. Yeah, and they were all like scrunched. Like, oh, bro, come on, dog. Like, I said I'd be pissed if I were him, because Kim posted that picture. I just feel like you can see the age difference between them. Yeah, it's pretty stark. Like, she looks great, and so does he, but I feel like you can she looks like it's like his older sister. Also, I thought she was just rocking a wig,
but I think that she dyed her hair that color.
Yeah, she dyed it for the Met Gala.
Yeah. Oh, I thought she was rocking a wig.
No.
And they're matching, like their hair's matching, which is kind of cringe, but I mean, to each their own. I just mean, like, you could do whatever you want, just like put your dogs away. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Lock them up.
out of respect, like, doesn't that bitch have like 800 million followers? She just showed the whole world your fucking toes, bro. Like, don't you feel silly? Feel silly?
It was the first picture.
And she said, I don't give a fuck, I look cute in this. Which is honestly kind of funny. Like, that's kind of funny that she was like, I don't give a damn. Like, I'm fucking...
I would have at least cropped it.
Well, you can't, because then it fucks up the picture. That's why I'm like... That's what makes me laugh, because she
probably was like... She
literally was like, I don't care.
I
like,
literally didn't even see that. Only was looking at me. So
yeah, and he was like, my foot's in it. She's like, so?
Next time, move it.
Low key, that's kind of funny. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, like, maybe she did it to humble him, and that's honestly kind of funny. Like, listen, that's kind of funny. Like... I would never do that for me, because that would reflect poorly on me if I was showing you the dogs unsolicited.
I always told Drew there's something about men's feet that makes me so angry. Like, I told Drew, I hope I never have to see Billy's feet. I hope he's just always wearing socks around.
You've seen Billy's feet.
I know, and I'm still like every time I see them. I just hate men feet.
Dayson has a phobia of feet in general.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, she has a phobia of feet. She doesn't care the gender of the person whose foot it is. She just hates
I hate feet.
She hates feet in general. So, dude, I saw that pic, and that's my eye went straight to those dogs. I didn't even know it was her. I was literally looking at it, I go, who the fuck? I was thinking to myself, who am I following that would post this? Just like I saw it, and that was where my eye went immediately.
Yeah,
I was literally like, ew. Listen, I don't want to be like super judgmental, but like, I think I just don't like being assaulted with feet on my own social media.
I feel like I come on here for a good time and not to see that.
Yeah, just the dogs were out so like, I can see it so clearly in my head. In a bad way. So. Well, anyways, what were we even talking about?
Short kings are better than long, lanky dudes. It depends on the king. Depends on the king.
Yeah. I agree.
Not all short men are kings.
No, they really aren't.
That's a hot take right there.
There you go. They really aren't. And they've proven that many times.
And not all long, lanky dudes will put their dogs on Kim Kardashian's Instagram.
Have fucked up dogs. Yeah, and if I remember correctly, some of those nails were black, and I think
don't say things.
And I was thinking, like, you're not an athlete, so why are your toenails black?
Because he's tall.
What does that mean?
So tall people, they have like
big
feet.
Wrong.
Wait, I'm gonna bleep this out, but so really big feet.
Yeah, I know.
And people would step on her feet all the time. Or she would kick things with her toes.
Billy has big feet, and that never happens to him.
I'm just telling you.
Daddy has big feet, that never happens to him.
I'm just telling you, they're both white. The two people I'm talking about right now. So
Daddy literally only ever had those because of football.
No, I know. When I played rugby,
I know when I played soccer.
Yeah,
no, my big toenails fell off multiple times playing soccer.
I'm gonna leave that in, but I'm telling you that was what my experience was.
No. Wrong.
Okay. Well. Say it again. Tupperware. That's what it's like.
Anyways,
okay.
Yeah, it depends on the person.
Yeah,
to say all short dudes are short kings, wrong. Just like not all tall dudes are great either. It's just very specific to the person.
Yeah,
so I'd have to disagree with your friend on your hot take. But I mean, if that's your preference, good on you.
Yeah,
happy for you.
All right, friends, we're going to take a quick ad break to talk about our friends at Nuuly. So Nuuly is a program that allows you to rent clothes in an affordable way. What's really nice about that, too, is that you don't have to buy new clothes or to take up clutter that you only wear once. I know for me, I have a bunch of different events coming up this summer that I don't really want to buy things for. So Nuuly is the best option for that. So Nuuly is a subscription clothing rental service for just $88 a month. You get your choice of any 6 styles each month. You can choose whatever you want to rent for whatever you have going on. You have access to thousands of styles from more than 300 different brands, fast free shipping and returns, and professional cleaning in Nuuly's state-of-the-art laundering facility. And you have the option to buy what you love at a discount, sometimes up to 70% off. For their summer wardrobe, Nuuly has everything you need to bring your closet up to speed for the new season. Stock up on a new dress for every summer event without breaking the bank. Say yes to all of the summer trends, Y2K, throwbacks, sets, checker print, crochet, without feeling the fast fashion ick. Get all of the warm weather fashion you need while you need it. Then let Nuuly worry about where it gets stalled fall through spring. Dream closet unlocked. And what's really nice is Nuuly is designed to give you everything you need to get inspired, get creative, and explore your style. Check out new trends, silhouettes, and sizes without any commitments. Free your closet of only more than once impulse purchases and buyer's remorse by renting instead. So Nuuly is a great value at $88 a month for any 6 styles, but right now you can get $10 off your first month of Nuuly when you sign up with the code 2idiotgirls10. Just go to NUULY.com, that's Nuuly with 2 U's, and enter the code 2idiotgirls10 and sign up to get $10 off your first month. That's NUULY.com, Nuuly with 2 U's with code 2idiotgirls10. Nuuly subscription, clothing, rental, change your clothes. Now back to the episode. Okay, this one says, on the first date, ask them if they use a 2-in-1 shampoo and if they can cook an egg.
I'm assuming that only applies to men.
Yeah. It could apply to a woman too.
No, because women don't use 2-in-1s. Come on. That's targeted. I think that's valid.
Don't you?
Cooking an egg is kind of funny, but like...
Because it's the easiest thing to know how to cook, but if someone can't cook an egg, you know they don't know how to cook anything else.
That's true. That's valid.
That's like a basic thing.
I was just thinking, what if you said, like, how many kinds of eggs can you make?
Yeah, he's all
poached, boiled, over easy, scrambled. You know what I'm saying?
Omelette.
Omelette, yeah. And I'll tell you something else. A fun fact. Billy knows how to make eggs all different types of ways. He'd be making me eggs all kinds of ways.
Ew. It's because Billy likes to eat 30 eggs a day.
Well, yeah, but I mean when he makes them for me, too, because I love a runny egg.
There's that old white man coming to
there
the surface
go.
again.
I think that's valid. That's cool.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So this one says, hot take, not liking Drew is a deal breaker.
That's true. I said that in my video this weekend. It's very true. And this is what I'll say. When I say they don't like me, I'm not saying they like just don't find me funny. I mean, like, if they actively hate me, that's what I mean. Like, that's a very, very clear red flag. Like, somebody's just like, oh, yeah, I've seen her. I think it's cool. I don't find her very funny. That's whatevs, right? But if someone goes, I fucking hate that bitch, run. Run in the opposite direction. Whichever way they came from, go the opposite way. Because, like, that person's a psycho, probably. Mm-hmm. Or just the worst person you've ever met. Like,
I wonder if girls that take pictures with you, if they put them in their dating profiles. Do you know if they do?
No, girls put my name in their dating profiles all the time.
Okay.
They're just like, if you don't like Drew, people put me in their Instagram bios.
Yeah.
If you don't like Drew, I hate you. They'll put stuff like that. Don't bother talking to me.
Yeah, like I don't link my Instagram when I use dating apps because Drew's in my Instagram and I don't want people to be like, she knows Barack. I'm not gonna not hang out with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, people use me as a litmus all the time.
It's a great test. It's a great test.
I think so. I mean, like
most lesbians love Drew, so I don't have that issue.
No, there you go.
All the straights, you should use that.
Men specifically. But like also there are plenty. I literally met a couple this weekend. And the girl was like a really big fan of mine and she was so sweet. And she was so nervous when she came up to me. There were so
many girls that came up and they had their boyfriends take pictures of you.
Yeah, and their boyfriends were very sweet and very, very helpful. And some of them had no idea who I was, but some of them knew exactly who I was and they knew why she was excited. And one of them was like, she said that she was telling him when she was waiting for me, she was telling him, I don't even know what I would say to her. And he was like, just say hi. She goes, I know, but like, what if she talks to me? Like, what am I going to say? And he goes, I don't know. I mean, you could tell her to make fun of me if you want. Oh, because he was like volunteering himself as like an icebreaker for the two of us to talk. Yeah. And I was laughing when she told me this story and he was like, I just said like, I mean, yeah, that's fine with me. Like, he was real chill. And I told him, I was like, I only use my powers for good, bro. Yeah. So I wouldn't do that to you. But I mean, the fact that you offered shows that you're a really good guy. So I appreciate you. And he's like, oh, yeah, whatever. When I was at Disneyland, before you guys got there the other day, this dad literally chased me down and tapped me on the shoulder from behind. And he was like out of breath because he was running after me. And he had a baby in his arms that looked like their baby looked like there was like 2. And he goes, my wife and I are such big fans. And I go, really? He goes, she saw you from over there. And I was like, I have to ask her for a picture. And my wife was like, leave her alone. She's trying to enjoy her day. And I was like, I understand, but like, what if we never see her again? Like, we have to approach her now. And he goes, so then I just ran over here. I didn't even think about it. I just ran right over here. And then his wife was following behind, and she had the stroller and everything. And then she was like, did he tell you that we're both really big fans? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, man, like, whoa, I can't believe we met. He's like, could you take a picture of us to Billy? And he was like, yeah. And then he was holding their baby in the picture, and I was like, your baby is so cute. And they were like, oh, thank you so much. And he's like, that means a lot to me. It really does.
Did you go like this, still in the baby's
head? I said it with the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. But I was like, I was fucking dying when he said that. It was really sweet. So like, yeah, so like funny. Good men either love me or just respect what I do.
Like we one time left Sephora and this guy chased after us, and he was telling Drew, he's like, my girlfriend's so embarrassed that I'm over here doing this, but she's such a big fan. I told her, get out here and take a picture, and she won't. But I just want to tell you, thank you for making the content that you do, because my girlfriend loves it. Yeah, and I love you too.
How fucking
and he was
sweet.
All, and keep up the great work.
Yeah, and he just went right back inside. So very sweet. Like the men who either love me or respect what it is I do, those are green flags. Those are good things. Like, they don't have to love me as a fucking creator.
Yeah.
But as long as they just get the message and why I do it, that's all that you need.
Yeah.
They actively hate me, I would say no.
I don't know, sis.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had a girl comment on one of my TikToks once and say, I should have known that my soon-to-be ex-husband was a piece of shit, because every time I watched you, he would get mad at me. And he would tell me how much he didn't like you. And then he cheated on her. So, and he was also a broke bitch. So, ooh, you know what I mean? You simply cannot be both. You got to pick one or the other. So, anyways.
All right. And then we'll end on this one. It says, people not having table manners is a huge no for me. And Amen. She put in parentheses, example, chewing with your mouth open.
Oh,
I can't tell you. We should do a whole episode on icks.
Oh, I would love that. Maybe or like pet peeves, like small pet peeves.
But I get the ick so fast on people.
Me too.
If I don't like the way you chew your food, like, it makes me itchy.
Yeah.
Because you're chewing with your mouth open, even a little bit. Big
or
ick.
Like, and typically people who chew with their mouth open tend to breathe a lot when they eat. And it's like big mouth breather energy, which like is okay to an extent. But don't do that while you eat. Like, they literally sound like they're underwater when they're eating. Like, how you sound like,
let's see.
How do you sound like you have water in your mouth and you're eating chips? Like, I don't understand. It's like, and they're eating fucking Doritos. Like, how is that possible, bro? How are you gonna eat a banana and it's gonna sound like you're drinking a slushie?
You're not watching the new season of Stranger Things, but I watch everything with subtitles on. But everyone's talking about there's so many subtitles that just says loud squelch. Wet squelching sound.
That's literally what I would call it, a squelch. Like, that's true. That's such an accurate word for that like behavior, because where the fuck, who raised you? Like, close your mouth. Like, it's really not that hard.
Mouth breathing is so nasty to me, and that sounds so mean.
It depends on when you do it. Like, if
we're running, mouth breathe all you got.
Yeah, if you're doing some sort of action or something, yeah, like where you're active, but like, if you're just sitting in silence, like reading a book, like, I don't know, man. Maybe get something checked out. Like,
all right, friends, we're going to take a break for another quick ad. This is with our friends at Apostrophe. So have you ever had an acne breakout come out at the worst time? I know that I have. I personally always seem to break out right before I have a big event where everyone's going to be seeing my face and I have to wear makeup, and it's just a hot mess and it's so annoying. So I know that we've all had struggles with our skin, and that's why we're so excited to partner with Apostrophe, one of the sponsors of this episode. So Apostrophe is a prescription skincare company that offers science-backed oral and topical medications that are clinically proven to help clear acne. At Apostrophe, an expert dermatology team will create a personalized treatment plan that is perfectly tailored to your unique skin. And Apostrophe treats all types of acne, from hormonal acne to facial acne, and even chest, knee, back knee, and butt knees. They treat breakouts from head to toe. When I received my Apostrophe box, I loved unboxing it. It was so cute. It didn't look like medicine and things like that. It came with a really cute postcard and stickers that I was using to personalize my prescription bottle. And I didn't have to go to the pharmacy and wait in line to get my medicine, which was amazing. So we have a special deal for our audience. Save $15 off your first visit with an Apostrophe provider at apostrophe.com/2idiotgirls. When you use our code 2idiotgirls, this code is only available to our listeners. To get started, just go to apostrophe.com/2idiotgirls and click begin visit. Then use our code 2idiotgirls at sign up and you'll get your first visit for only $5. That's apostrophe.com/2idiotgirls and use the code 2idiotgirls to get your first dermatologist crafted treatment plan for $5. And we thank Apostrophe for sponsoring this podcast.
Yeah, no, chewing with your mouth open is a choice. That's a choice, an active choice that you're making. And you make it everybody's problem. Like, everybody has to listen to you eat, bro.
Dude, that's so funny.
Yeah. Oh, what's other table manners that are bad?
I mean, chewing with your mouth open's huge. I think talking while you're eating, when you have stuff in your mouth,
and not covering your mouth at all.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, being rude to like wait staff.
Yeah, I thought it was huge too. If he doesn't tip good, then the dick isn't good. That's what she put in there, or something like that. I can't find it.
That's funny. Yeah, tipping in general, let alone tipping well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I almost think it's worse when you tip a really small amount than if you tip not at all. You know what I'm saying? It's almost more of an insult to me to tip them like $1 than it is to give them nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather you give me nothing. Like, as a former server, I would rather you give me nothing than give me fucking 20 cents. Like, that's just insulting. Yeah, being rude to wait staff, that's a big one. I'm trying to think what else. I guess this is really specific, or like it's specific to the person.
There we go.
But like, I don't really like when like, this is like when someone has like, let's say like, you know how when you order your food, sometimes food comes out faster than the others. I think it's rude to start eating when not everybody has their food yet.
Yeah.
But that might be a cultural thing, because people are really, we have so many like unwritten rules about eating, like food and all that shit, like making sure everybody eats, making sure older people eat first, making sure kids eat first, making sure that like everyone's sitting down and eating together, like, and then making sure nobody's like if someone doesn't have food yet, you don't start eating yet.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, like,
I think that it's Polynesian, because when we went to like dinner with Josh and Mayo, at that steakhouse, we were all waiting for like all of us to get our food, even though we all ordered like 1,000 appetizers. Like, we didn't really want food.
That's true. That's so
all
true.
Waited, and I kept telling them to eat,
and we had lots of entrees and stuff. Like, we had lots of shit already.
Yeah.
But we literally all waited, and we're all Polynesians, so like that kind of checks out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I find that so rude. Like, someone just really starts digging into their food and not everybody has their food yet.
What are your thoughts, like, if like you and I are eating together? Well, I guess we're different, but like you and a friend are eating, and like Leo talked about this on your episode, and while you're talking, he's gonna eat. Do you think that's rude? I don't think so. Yeah.
No, if you both have food and I'm talking and you're eating, I don't think that's rude.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like when you first get your food. Like, let's say you're at a party of 6 and you get your food first and you start eating. I find that rude.
Yeah.
Because everybody else is still hungry and nobody else is eating. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I just find that
getting mad at that, like, is happening right now.
I just feel like that's so rude, and like, it's just kind of like pointed. It's so minute though, so that might just be a cultural thing, but like, I just find that so disrespectful. I'm hungry too. Like, and I think like I got my appetizer first and I didn't eat, but you're eating your entree first before I got mine. Like, that's fucking rude. When people pick off your plate without asking, or like they pick off your plate without asking, but they don't really know you that well. Like, family's different.
Yeah.
But like, I ate one of Donovan's noodles and he almost fucking killed me the other day.
But that guy,
he's
a different breed.
He'll put his paws, his mitts on anybody else's food.
I make food and then he's all, oh. No.
I know, like,
because if I do that to him, he gets so mad.
Yeah, he takes it mad personal.
If you're a youngest sibling, that's what it is.
That's the baby of the family shit.
Like, Drew will have food. I'm like, oh, can I have one? Or she'll be like, can I have a fry? I'm like, yeah.
Or like, I'll just give them some. Like, I don't even ask if they want any. I'll just like pour it on a plate.
If I get
that's last children shit. Like, that's
but
baby
I
of the family
noodles.
shit.
What, dude? One time I made these stir fry noodles. I'm like getting mad right now, and I had left them on the counter, and I went pee, and I came back, and he was acting weird. I'm like, why are you acting weird? He goes, I tried a little bit of the noodles, Just wanted to see what they taste like. Didn't even ask.
Oh yeah, that shit's
Why?
annoying. Yeah, that's just sibling shit. That's like us.
Why?
That's us being siblings. But like, I mean, like if you're on a date and someone just starts picking off your plate,
I think that would make me mad.
yeah, that would make me that would
Because
upset me.
I don't like to share my food.
Me either.
So that's why it would make me mad.
It's a,
Like I'm getting mad or nothing. Like
and
going on a first date.
we're all like that. Like my
No,
entire
but if we're,
family.
Like, eating, like I've gone on dates where like we're both eating like
shareable things.
Yeah,
are
I'm
different.
not gonna be mad, but like if I'm like, can I have the rest of this? And they go, yeah, and then I'm eating it, and then they eat some. I'm all, you said I could have the rest of it. What are you, like, what are you doing?
Well, also it's important to know too that Dason is a vegan,
and I'm
so
like I'm kind of a picky
she's
eater.
picky and she's a vegan, so like the food she gets is like specifically tailored for her. So like trying to pick off her plate is really a kick in the face. Like you talk about kicking her when she's down, she already can't eat a bunch of things.
I told Donovan that all the time.
That's why my little brother is so annoying, because he'll eat her shit knowing that she can't eat very much. So like
it's ridiculous.
Like we have like there's like 2 types of chips. Like one is vegan friendly and the other's not, and he'll eat the vegan ones. Like
just because he doesn't want to eat the other ones.
That's just little kid shit. That's why. That's like that's spoiled brat
so
last
annoying.
child shit. Like
so annoying. Okay, the last one we'll end on right here. It says, if you break up, stay broken up.
9 times out of 10 I would say yeah.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 I would say yeah. Sometimes people come back together and it works because the timing is better.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say most of the time you were right the first time.
Are you ever gonna watch the show Insecure?
No.
Okay.
Probably not.
Because you have no time.
I just have no time. I literally, when people ask me that, that's why.
The beginning of the show is her dating her boyfriend. They dated, I think, through the end of college. I can't really remember.
Yeah.
And then they break up because she cheats on him. Right?
Yeah, I remember that.
He had no goals. Or
yeah, and they come back together
at the very end, like the last episode, they end up getting back together. And it's because the whole show is about both of them figuring out who they are on their own. And there's parts where they come back together and then they break up and then come back together.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes it just depends.
Yeah.
On the situation, but that's also fake. So most of the time you were right the first time.
Yeah.
Stay broken up. But sometimes breakups are like, they're like a day or 2.
Yeah.
And because you think like, I don't know if I can make this work, and then you spend time apart, and then you realize this is fucking worse than not being together, and then you come back together. So it really just depends.
It depends.
Yeah, I would say that's...
Give a good think on it.
Yeah, but I would say 90% of the time you're right.
Especially if you're going through like your first breakup, the first 3 months, if every article online will say the first 3 months is like, by month 3 is when you start to feel better.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't and you're still thinking about it, but you're not actively trying to heal, like there's like a bunch of like moving factors in there. I would definitely... I agree. I think if you break up, you should stay broken up.
Yeah.
And if time shall bring you back together, then time will bring you back together.
Yeah, but
stay broken.
Yeah, but probably stay broken up most of the time.
Okay, well, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for sending in your dating hot takes.
Good job, guys.
Good job.
Good job, y'all. You killed it.
You killed it. So for next week's episode, we're going to ask you guys to send in your dating icks.
Mm-hmm. Or just icks in general about like who you're attracted to, whoever it may be.
Mm-hmm. Make them as specific as possible.
Yeah, the more niche, the better.
Just like the Bobby Flay story. The more specific it is, the funnier it will be.
Exactly.
Okay? But thank you so much for tuning into this episode. You can listen to it everywhere you can listen to podcasts. You can also watch the video version on YouTube, where you can see the picture of Kim Kardashian exposing Pete Davidson's dogs on her Instagram.
Who let the dogs out? That's what her caption should have been.
And then it should have just been a slow zoom in into the foot.
Yeah. Oh my God. That would have been so funny. I would have done that.
I know.
That's so funny.
But anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
See ya.